Hello, checking the sound. What is going on, guys, gals, aliens, and DGen freaks? Welcome to Dano Crypto. Want to make sure everything is sounding good, looking good. Are we live? Are we indeed live? And make sure you guys are letting yourselves be known in the chat. Where you're watching from, whoever you are, wherever you are, welcome. Hope you guys are feeling well on the Freaky Friday. Let's double check and let's see how many people. Let's see how many people are starting to pop in. So sometimes it takes a little bit for the algorithm to start to get the juice, going. So let's get a little bit of that algo juice going. And the way that you can do so is you take this live stream link and you copy and paste it and you share it on your social media platforms. And that is the best way that you can get this stream evangelized. And also smash up the likes. And we've been saying recently, slap the like button. We got to get the algo going, so you got to give it a little horsey spank, and we will get the show rolling. We'll get it rolling. We'll get it running, and it'll keep this stream alive. But welcome, guys. I'm really excited that you are here, and we are just going to keep the stream pretty simple. We're going to be super bullish on all the tickers that include Bitcoin. So that is ticker Bitcoin, which is the most memeable meme coin in existence from last year, 2023, where all of the, and I see 100,000. I see that $100,000 call by Free. Shout out to Free calling that $100,000 Bitcoin by December. Yes, that is our call as well, but we're actually even more bullish than that. We think it's going to be $150,000 per Bitcoin. Now, where do you think ticker Bitcoin is going to be whenever BTC hits those prices? Well, we're going to find out on this stream. We're going to do a little bit of price prediction for where we think this ticker Bitcoin will go. And we'll also get into the altcoin markets. We'll get into some of the bullish news, and we will track the markets together. And we're going to feel a little bit more bullish, guys, because I think a lot of the, even the most bullish influencers are starting to get a little bearish. They're getting a little worried. The market's been chopping around pretty sideways, and a sideways market can really stress the investor out. I think the sideways market can really stress the investor out, and we've seen this time and time again play out where. Let me get on this screen here where, I mean, when you get this sideways ranging where we're just ranging in between this level here, this let's go to we're on the 5 minute. Let's go on the 4 hour here, and we'll show you the range here. This range is just like, it's just ranging. I mean, every time we get up to the 200-day moving average, we get rejected. But what's interesting now is that I think we've made a lower or a higher low from the previous lows. So you can see here, higher low every time, and we've been trending from this bottom point of that 48,000 where we wicked down, and we're now forming this pattern here. And so what we could be seeing is another push up to the 200-day moving average, and we can see Bitcoin gaining a little bit of strength. We do have some money. We do have some money flow coming in. We do have a little bit of money flow. We do have a green dot printed on the 4 hour. If we look at the daily, I'd love to see what's happening here on the daily. And because obviously we are closed, markets closed on Friday, and we're going to go into the weekend, we could see a weekend pump. We could see a potential weekend pump, but there's going to be some levels that I think are some great support zones, and the great support zone that we're looking at here is the 56,000 or the 57,000 area right here, where we see some strong support off of these candles here. That pushed us up into 62,000, where we had that initial resistance point in the beginning of this month, around the 8th or the 9th. And so that's what it's looking like for Bitcoin. Nothing really much else to say about Bitcoin. We'll have to see how the ETF inflows are coming in for the week and starting on Monday. And we'll have to see how the market sentiment is going to turn from fear to neutral to greed when we start to actually get retail thinking about what is happening with We got to go to the specific tweet. Yeah, things like this. You know, Apple opens iPhone payment chip to third parties for the first time, making Bitcoin and crypto tap to pay possible. So what does this mean? Well, it means that Circle is going to really start to push with on-chain Summer and Coinbase to really start to get businesses to start accepting USDC. And if you go into, I think it was right here. Hold on just a second. We just had it. It was right. Where did that tweet go? Yeah, it was a Coinbase. It was a Coinbase tweet, and it was actually Jesse Pollock talking about on-chain Summer and how it's really easy for small businesses now to start accepting crypto, especially if you're using the base chain. And they get you set up with like a little package, and they help you start create a wallet. And so I think that's really good with the onboard adoption for businesses to start getting into the crypto space through USDC. And I'm pretty bullish on that, and we'll see where that goes. And it would be so awesome that in your Pay wallet, you would actually have a Bitcoin address, or even some type of way that you can hold stable coins in there, and also like Bitcoin, or connect it to Lightning, connect it to Taproot or something like that. Some kind of way that it can SIG the transactions and be able to do a true Bitcoin to Bitcoin peer-to-peer transaction from your wallet with your Apple Pay, and just go boop, you know, scan the QR code, and boom, boom, there you go. Less transaction fees, and it'd be interesting to see what happens. And so let's keep going down. We had some more bullish things. With crypto.com, we wanted to mention about the partnerships that crypto.com has been solidifying, and they are now partnered with the UEFA, the Champions League for football, not American football, but soccer football. And so this is huge. And so, yo, what's going on? We have Carrie Buchanan. Shout out to Carrie Buchanan. What's going on? All right, so everyone is in here. Welcome. All right, so yeah, partnerships like this with crypto.com is huge, guys. You got to remember when crypto and sport, it's really interesting. It's like crypto and sports and crypto and gaming and betting is a big narrative and synergistic partnership that is happening right now. And if you're tuning in and you're paying attention to the exchanges that are solidifying these partnerships, and know that it's going to tap into a massive global market, especially when it comes to football, in certain countries, like super bullish on football, like Madrid, the United Kingdom, Spain, just so many different countries that are mega bullish on football, and they bet on football games. They also are going to start probably using crypto to bet on, and they already are on these games. And so once this really becomes like mainstream, crypto.com and the Crow token and other chains that are following suit are going to do really well. So just keep your eyes on crypto.com and what they're doing. And I always want to remind you guys that crypto.com was one of the only exchanges, along with Coinbase, that has not received like major FUD, or has had to shut down, or has done anything like super shady. Like they've been pretty solid through the past, I would say the past 3-4 years. And that's with my own personal experience with using the exchange and using their debit card and like their customer service. So this is just from personal experience. So yeah, super bullish on crypto.com. And then interesting enough, just in a couple days ago, well, yesterday, SEC approves the first leverage long MicroStrategy ETF. Now, what does this entail? Well, this entails that people are going to be able to get into Bitcoin by buying MicroStrategy, because now MicroStrategy is so leveraged into owning Bitcoin against the company's stock. And so this is so interesting that there's also going to be this hedge play as a Bitcoin, almost like a Bitcoin ETF, but through MicroStrategy. And this is going to ultimately increase the price stock of MicroStrategy, and also in turn, what is happening with the accumulation with Bitcoin through these companies like MicroStrategy with what Michael Saylor is doing. So it's really interesting that this is playing out and how this is going to move the price over time, and how it's going to correlate also with this price action of what happens after. We always want to bring this up in each live stream in case there's anyone new watching and they haven't seen the live stream and they want to get this information, because this information is really valuable, guys, because there's going to be people that are going to tell you right now that the bear market is here and that the bull market's over. And that was the top, that 74,000 was the top, and we're going to go back, consolidate down for the next year. And like, that's what people actually really think. So you have to go to this chart and look at this chart and remind yourself that that is not true. And that if you just do some math and you look at previous cycles, you can see that that is not the case, that it's not 3 months after a halving that we go into a bear market. No, it's a year after the halving, we hit the peak of the bull market. And then that's when we start to consolidate down and start to go into what is the year or 2 year bear market, going into the next halving and then ensuing the next bull market. So you have to also then correlate that with how altcoins are going to perform, and where you can have a portion of your portfolio in these blue chip altcoins, and also some speculative meme coins that are also going to run up really hard in these times. And that is when you can able to take profits into sats, get more Bitcoin or more Ethereum or more blue chip alts that are right under Ethereum that you think are going to perform well into the next 10 years and it's going to survive. Then that is how you're going to beat the market. That's how you're going to have a stable portfolio and also not get wrecked, and know when to DCA in and also to DCA out of the market, and be able to come out with max profits. And this is how you're going to do it, because then you're going to say, okay, the Bitcoin is going to expected to run out in 9 months. In 9 months after the halving, Bitcoin is going to be at premium, and there's not going to be enough to go around. And regardless of what the government is doing, what the U.S. government is doing with their Bitcoin holdings, ultimately, I think we're going in a direction of the U.S. government accumulating more and not selling it. And I think they probably will still sell some to be able to still make sure that the price doesn't break out, because they know if they just kept accumulating and the supply keeps shrinking, and retail is wanting to jump back in, that it's going to cause a supply crunch. And I think it's inevitable anyway. I don't think there's anything that they're going to be able to do really to stop it from going past this $100,000, $150,000 mark, where we think it's going to be going here very, very soon, where it's going to break out. We'll go to 76, and once it passes through 80K, that's when we're going to start to see retail really FOMO in. And the reason being is that it's really a psychological number for retail. For us, it just makes sense. Like for us, it makes sense. For retail, it's a psychological number. So then they just start going, oh, okay, I guess I got to buy 25, 50, $100 of some Bitcoin. And then, you domino effect that with, it's exactly, if you study what happened in the previous market, this is what happened in the previous market. In the previous bull run, we had retail FOMOing in at the top, and then we had a double top sell-off, and then we went into a bear market. So that is usually when you want to start thinking about, DCAing out of the market and not buying into the market at those points. And there's a lot of times some key signals that you can watch, and it's when everyone is talking about, or everyone's talking about crypto. People are asking you questions like, what should I buy? How much should I buy? Is it too expensive? Things like that. Like when you're just getting an Uber, your Uber driver's talking about it. People are making insane gains on meme coins, and it's just like outrageous. It's so frothy that it's unrealistic. That's probably when it's a good time to start thinking about taking some profits. All right, guys. So we're going to go through a little bit of the ticker Bitcoin chart. We're going to look at the ticker Bitcoin chart, and we're going to look at it on OurBit. And OurBit, we were just discovering that they have a lot of great coins for perpetuals, but also if you just go into the spot list, they have two of our favorite coins. They have PEPE, and they have ticker Bitcoin. So they have PEIPEI. They actually have PEIPEI spot and perpetual, and they have ticker Bitcoin. So I knew we were going to like OurBit. And so we're going to check the chart on here. We'll go to the trading view chart. And I forgot to mention that actually in the video that we made about OurBit that you actually can switch into a trading view or use their setup as well. And I actually like their chart. It's very simple. It just gives you the moving averages, and then you can select what indicators you would like to pop on there. And I have the Bollinger Bands currently with the MACD and the RSI. And so right now, interesting enough with ticker Bitcoin is that I feel a pump coming with this pattern, and I can use a different chart to show you the ticker Bitcoin pattern that I have been spotting every time I smell a run coming. And let's go to market cap, and where is it at? There it is. $102 million market cap, by the way. All right, so look at this channel. You have this this ascending, broadening wedge here, going up, and then the measured move that we are calling here for ticker Bitcoin is to basically just hit this measured move, because you can see here from the previous two all-time highs that it's hit. We are just going like this. So once we see those similar move that we had on Ethereum, because these are the moves on Ethereum, like we had a really nice move on Ethereum on this date, and we also had a really nice move in the entire market, especially for altcoins, on this date in March. And we've talked about this where we were basically kind of in a teaser altcoin season, and we've had a great double two test up to try and break this all-time high, but we've just had some market suppression. And so this is why I think ticker Bitcoin has a really, really good chance of getting back up and breaking all-time highs and hitting that 30-cent mark, which is just right up here at the top of this this channel that we're forming here, because it looks super, super bullish to me. I don't know about you guys, but I really, really like this chart, and I do actually believe in the vision of ticker Bitcoin just being like just an ironic meme play for the space, and they've actually done really good on grassroots marketing and having actually some of the coolest merch and some of the funniest memes. We'll go to the website, and the website has just some ridiculous memes. And so the team is for the most part doxed. Like James Slammerman, aka More Light, he is fully doxed. I actually met him at Karate Combat, and he's a good dude. Yeah, I felt he had good energy on him, so I think he means well, and he's trying to bring something fun and unique to the space, and kudos and balls to him for going in the ring with Ben Armstrong. It's kind of what started almost like this IFC madness as one of the first main fights for the IFC. So pretty awesome. It's like really good lore. It's like classic lore. Classic crypto degeneracy lore on this website. But the chart does not look bad. The chart does not look bad. It's a pretty decent chart. If we were to look at it, I love the dips. I love the little dips here. Just have to get that Ethereum strength, and honestly, like, Ethereum is primed to pop here soon. There's no reason for it to be consolidated like this far down, and this is the move that we see for Ethereum playing out here in the next, by I think at least the end, but by the end of the month, I think we'll see an Ethereum back up over 3K. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I think Ethereum over 3K by the end of the month sounds like it could be in the cards. I feel good about that. All right, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. See how many people we got watching. All right, we got more people watching on X. I know it's a Friday night, so Friday night streams. We'll actually see who is streaming right now. And make sure, if you haven't watched the new videos that I've released or left any comments, left your thoughts. A lot of the times I get more like fake comments than actual real comments, where it's like these bots saying, yeah, buy this coin, and then 7 other comments come in, yeah. And then there's the ones that say, What is the, technical analysis is great, but I really appreciate it when you go to this Telegram group and then it goes, yeah, the guy's Telegram his name's Tony. So give me some real comments, guys. All right, so we got Mr. Crypto. And to remind you guys, if you want to get into the Discord, the links are right here. This link will always work to get into the Discord. And you guys, I implore you to talk amongst yourselves and get to know each other, because we do good old Tony's Telegram. We got the best calls, the hottest calls, the crispiest, flakiest calls you ever have on a Telegram. Old Tony. All right. Make sure you guys, if you haven't seen it yet, we did a live stream with the one and only Miss Teen Crypto, Randy Hipper. She was a phenomenal guest. We want to have her back on the channel. She's very smart. She's very smart. She's got a wealth of knowledge. She knows her stuff. She's bullish on Bitcoin. She loves Litecoin. We always love people that are bullish on Bitcoin and Litecoin at the same time, because it is possible. It is possible. So, we definitely want to support her and what she's doing. And she's very friendly to us and the channel and our community, and vice versa. So we always love keeping it super tight with those people. And so shout out to Randy Hipper. Go give her a follow and watch her live stream if you do not already. But yeah, we'll put the, I'll actually just go ahead and put, we'll share this, we'll copy it, and we'll put it in the chat so you guys can go ahead and watch that if you have not. All right, so who's streaming right now? I don't think anyone's streaming. No one's really streaming right now. So it's just me. It's just me. All right. I'm curious, guys. So I've talked about Orc. I've talked about waffles. I'm very curious about where these tokens are going to go in the next couple months when we start to see Solana actually get up into the $500 ranges, which I think is it's going to happen. Solana's going to hit $500. People are going to have to cope. It's going to be bad because people are going to think, dang it, I could have gotten Solana at $35 just months ago, and they'll have to cope with it, and it's okay, because guess what? It might even go to $1,000, and then it's going to be even worse. The copiism, the copeness, the copedium, the copanum that is going to ensue upon the market when people are not going to fathom the fact that Solana, that has gone down 5 times, that is turned off 5 times, is at $1,000. People are going to be ripping their hair out. But it's okay. It's okay, because that's what crypto does. It'll surprise you sometimes. And then what do I think is going to happen to the strong memes on the Solana chain when that happens? And you can think about the same thing with Ethereum when we start to get a true ETF breakout on Ethereum and we start to break all-time highs very, very soon here. Think of ETH at 6K, ranging between 6K and 7K. And where, say, Pepe or Kendu Inu or Shiba Inu is going to be at those points. And so I think ORC at a $6 million market cap could easily get to a $200 million market cap in the next couple months with a strong holder count of 7,000. And let's see, let's copy the address. We're going to put it here. 24-hour volume is actually almost up at $1 million. We got 300,000 liquidity, or 285K liquidity locked. This is actually funny enough. Where I drew my little trend line is where the price ended up wicking up on the daily here, right back up into this level of previous wicking and previous resistance here. Went and hit right exactly up into that resistance level. So interesting. Yep, it just went and it did exactly that. Damn. Right from that level that we marked. And so that was a 50% wick, boom, right down. You think up here. So and it's okay, so it just got up to so it was at a $6 million market cap. Now it's at an $8 million market cap. So it could be trudging up really close to a $100 million market cap very soon. So if it's at, an $8 million market cap here, it was at a 12, probably I think it was at like a $20 million market cap up here at its all-time high. And so we could be seeing ORC coming up in that maybe at least I think in the next couple months or by the end of the year we'll get a 600 to 700% move to the upside. If we start to see liquidity get locked up into about $1 million, we need about $1 million liquidity locked, and the market cap to be at $100 million market cap, which I think is possible. And then you look at something like Waffles. I think it already has $1 million liquidity locked, or at least close to $500,000 liquidity locked. Yep, $577,000 liquidity locked. 96% of the supply. So it's burned. $12 million market cap. And this is the pattern that I've been looking for on Waffles. You just look at that measured move from the previous highs, and you can just go by, drawing your kindergartner lines on the charts where you can speculate that Waffles will magnet towards that price again when we start to see some runs on Solana. Because look again, you got, June, July, let's see. This was June, July. And we'd have to look and see where the Solana prices were during these times, because then that could be a nice portion of why we had a little sell-off in the dips. And a lot of the times it's just market structure just creating itself on the chart of natural buyers and sellers, whales exiting the project, and then that can ultimately decide where the project is going to go when we start to see more whales come in and start to buy up on the lower prices to see where they can get the coin. And as long as major selling doesn't happen all at the same time, then we don't get major dumps back into essentially zero where the project starts, which happens very frequently, aka rug pulls. And so, curious to see where these are going. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think? Waffles or orc? What's your favorite? What's your favorite? I need a poll in the chat if you pick waffles or orc as your speculative play. Let's see. Where's the poll? We're going to start a poll. We got waffles or orc? Orc or waffles? And which one is getting to a $100 million market cap first? All right, we got the poll out. Which one is getting to a $100 million market cap first? Is it going to be orc or is it going to be waffles? Orc or waffles? We got waffles here. Let's duplicate the tab, and then we'll get orc up. Let's look at orc. Get this. $8 million market cap right now. And waffles at a $12 million market cap. And you can see that the charts are... Let's look at this chart, and let's get the daily on orc. Different liquidity. Completely different narratives. Waffles is a utility coin in a meme world. Orc could eventually develop some type of utility built in to the chart or into the coin. But right now it's orc coin. Orcs like collecting gold, and we like collecting orc. And it got the backing of Da Vinci. If you can get your project that far, then you're good to go. But for sure, waffles 8 years from now. Yeah, so if you were to say, okay, which one would I want to hold for like into the next bull market or something? Which one would you want to hold maybe for more use case? I'd possibly waffles. But I think orc actually could have a better chance of getting to $100 million market cap before waffles. All right, so let's see the poll. Did the poll play out? Let's see how many people voted. What do we got here? I don't know if we have enough people watching to even do the damn poll. It's a Friday night. People are out partying. All right, we got 50. We got 50%. 50% saying orc. 50% saying waffles. Need some more votes on this. Which one you think is going to go to $100 million market cap first? All right. All right, we're liking this. The ticker Bitcoin chart's looking good. It's looking good. We actually bought some ticker Bitcoin today. We DCA'd into some ticker Bitcoin. We thought this is a great range to accumulate because from this support, we're basically sitting at support. So to go up to its all-time highs, which is at that 23 cent level, is a 2.5x, 2.5x, and getting close up. I think once we break that level, which I think going up to 30 cents, which is the level that I'm thinking we're pretty certain we're going to go here soon, is that 30 cent level. That's my price prediction for ticker Bitcoin, is 30 cents in the next couple weeks. When we start to see some breakouts, some true breakouts, we might even break that. We might break that 30 cents, but that's a good conservative level to look at for ticker Bitcoin, is 30 cents. And so that would be a good 3x from the lows we're at now. So great. Honestly, I mean, longing ticker Bitcoin and also longing BTC right now is actually could be the play. I'm gonna say it, and you can come back here and say you were freaking wrong, and this is what happened. We ended up going down, and we don't want that to happen. We're just like no, and we don't want that to happen. But we don't want to take it off the cards because that is a pretty decent support level for the bears for us to go down into, but. If we're lucky, we get a weekend pump and we cross the 200-day moving average, which is right here at that $62,000 level, then we could be ranging back up into past 64 and 66, and that would be good. That'd be good. It'd be a nice long, right under 60K. You're getting a long under 60K to push back up into 62, and then if you get rejected again, then you can take some profits on that 62, because this is where it looks like the price is getting magneted towards that level, and you can bet if we can crush through this level right here, then we will range back up into the 64,000. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. I might actually put in a trade. We might put in a trade on that thesis, on that breakdown here, on that TA, and we'll see what happens. Let's do that. Let's go to because this is like Bitcoin's pumping right now. Bitcoin has actually some good volume right now, and so let's see what we can do. All right, let's get into the trade, baby. Let's get into the trade. Let's see. This is on the 15-minute. We're gonna look at the 4-hour here. Yeah, we're sitting at some support. We're sitting at some interesting support. It's a little tricky, but I feel like going long right now. I feel like a long position right now is looking like it could be in the cards. But I will say that I'm willing to take the risk, but I'm just gonna do it with this very, very small amount. Very small amount. We'll keep the leverage low, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with this trade, and we'll see what plays out. But we'll set a stop loss. We'll see what happens. We're gonna get real tight in here and see, so you can see where this order could potentially get triggered, and we'll go to the latest price. And but by the way, we're doing this on IBIT or on our bit, and see if we can get a good price. All right, order filled successfully. So yeah, I just feel I feel from the 4-hour. If you're looking at the 4-hour and you look at this area right here, we're seeing some really right here is where we saw a really nice cross of where we had the cross of the 60-day moving average and the 30-day moving average. And so here, if you see, we're starting to get some confluence crossing up here, forward momentum pricing to swoop back up, getting a little bit of volume. It's not as much as we'd like, but I think it's enough for at least pushing up to these levels. I think this would be a good profit taking level. So if we marked at 61,000, if we wanted to maybe take a partial position here, and like I said, we're doing this with very small margin right here, just to kind of just test the market, just kind of see what's going on, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Even a partial position, taking 8 USDT. We'll actually just we'll just leave it. We'll leave it and see what happens. We'll just feel it out. And we can always add to this. That's what's great. If we actually confirm it and we start breaking out, then we can always add to the position and make sure we have a clear trajectory of where we want to start taking profits when we see a breakout, which is the levels that we were talking about on Bitcoin. If you're looking at the Bitstamp chart, clear, obvious resistance levels and a push up to the upside going into this wedge, broadening wedge, and we could cross over. We already crossed over the 20-day moving average, so in the Bollinger Band is kind of tightening a little bit, so we could just push right up to here at 62,001, and we'll look good. We'll be looking good, especially right now. Yeah, I'm feeling like that was a decent position to get into. Free is asking, what is my sleeper coin? Some people think SHIB is still a sleeper. I have a few sleeper coins. I'll give you my full sleeper coin list, okay? We'll go to CoinMarketCap and we'll go to CoinMarketCap might lag. Hold on, let's see if I can get into my watch list. Oh, I'm not even logged in. But SHIB is still a sleeper. Yeah, I think Doge and Shiba Inu are still sleeper meme coins. I mean, they have proven to stand the test of time, so I think those are still sleeper coins. I think you could get an easy 5-6x with both of those coins. A safe, that's actually, it's funny because they're meme coins, but then you think it's actually a safer bet than going into something like Nero. Like, even though all these KOLs and all these people are talking about Nero, it's going to be the next Shiba, it's going to be the blah blah blah, guess what? I just can't take that risk. Like, it's just another one, but like, I already know that SHIB is still here, and it's in the top, literally in the top 15, in the top 10. And then you have Dogecoin, which is in the top 10. It's standed the test of time. So I would rather hold those long term than hold Nero. So that is just how I feel about certain meme coins, where you can really weed out all of the stuff, and it's just like, just know it's more gamble. It's more of a gamble to get into something like Nero, and your best bet is that you got in early and you were able to take profits. And most of these people that are promoting it, they probably got in early and they found out about it through their connections or something like that, and then they post a video and then they start talking about it, and it's just, it is what it is. It is what it is. So that's just a fact. All right, so we got Tallboy Crypto is asking, will retail come back to the more familiar names first? 100% they will, because they're going to remember them, and that's why I think Pepe and the Pepe Matt Fuhrer narrative tokens are going to actually have more of a chance than a lot of the literally one-off meme coins, because a lot of these meme coins are literally based off of like quick meme news, and it just pumps off of one thing that happened, and then they go away. So what you need is something that is a solid mascot narrative character that can carry a community without there being something necessarily attached to it that is just only lasted like a week or a month or 2 months, or people's interest only in like for a matter of just like 2 months in the market. You want something that is going to last a lot longer, and then that's how you can build up your list of coins. And Jason Beach, Jason Crypto said and made a good point about the for instance, like the Trump tokens. Like if you go into the Politify tokens. And so let's see if CoinMarketCap is just like being so slow right now. I think CoinMarketCap just started adding way too many things on its website, and it just started to... Okay, cool. So, all right. Yeah, I knew they were going to eventually add the Politify section on here. They finally did it. They added the Politify section. And sorry, I don't know why it's lagging so bad. It's like having such an issue. Let's see if it'll let me See if it'll let me click on it. But yeah, so you got to think like you have a time trajectory of these tokens for the POLITIFY tokens, whether it be the strong ones right now is the MAGA Trump token and the MAGA hat MAGA. Both of these tokens have been the outliers of the POLITIFY space, and interesting enough, we've seen this TROG. And I thought it was going to go somewhere, but it didn't. The trading volume is only at a 24-hour volume is literally at $1,000. So the trading volume is just like absolute trash. The only ones that actually have true good volume on trading volume is this People token, actually the Constitutional DAO, the People token, because it actually got listed on a lot of exchanges, and the Trump and the MAGA token, because MAGA actually has gotten a lot of exchange listings as well. So the trading volume started to pick up, and I believe even they might even have been listed perpetual. So, but this has a time trajectory on it of basically up until November and what happens after the election. And obviously these tokens, if Trump wins, these tokens are going to pump. I mean, it's just kind of like a 1 + 1 = 2. And I would say that, any of the Kamala or any of the Biden tokens are just, especially the Biden tokens right now. And maybe, and it's hard to say, like, why would you want to buy a Kamala token if you're thinking, okay, like this is the outcome, she doesn't win, but you have to also take into account and not be naive to think that it is a possibility that she does win. And if she does, then whatever little tiny bag of a Kamala token that you bought could potentially pump. So I'm sure there's people that are playing that game, and they're playing that game. And I would say don't put any money in any token that you're willing to have it go to absolute zero. So you'll have to let me know if you're doing that experiment. But yeah, interesting to see what happens with these POLITIFY tokens. Because it is a narrative that people are obviously trading on during this cycle. But I think the strongest narratives you guys can trade on right now are the hard, solid memes with the best communities and the strongest holders and the best in the best looking chart, 24-hour trading volume, exchange support. You want to look for those. You want to look for your blue chip altcoins that you think are going to stand the test of time and still be in the top, at least top 50 in the next couple of years. What are you going to actually hold that you think is going to outperform Bitcoin in an altcoin season? And then you're going to have to take those profits because eventually Bitcoin is going to outperform everything. And that's just a fact. And it's not a Bitcoin maxi statement. It's just a fact of the network and the programming and the code. It's going to be worth $1 million per coin in the next 10 years. And so ultimately we are using the liquidity of these chains to get more sats. Really, it's as simple as that. You can really make it that simple. Use the chains, extract liquidity from said chain to get more Bitcoin. That's what we're going to do with Waffles and Orc. We're going to extract from these coins at the perfect time to get more Solana and more Bitcoin, because then we're going to take some Solana and we'll probably cash it into Bitcoin. All right, so let's see how many people we got watching here. All right, cool. We got people popping in. We got some people popping in. If you're just popping in, we're basically talking about your time trajectory of when it would be smart to start thinking about taking profits. And the whole point of you being in the market is to actually have somewhat of a long-term investment strategy. And you can kind of step out of the casino a little bit in that way, and you can start to build up a solid list of coins And to answer your question still with what I think are sleeper coins, I think Metis is a sleeper coin. Nakamoto Games, I think, is a sleeper coin. I think STG is a sleeper coin. XYO, I think XYO, when Ethereum breaks all-time highs, this thing, it usually does very well. There's coins that when Ethereum starts to pump, there's coins that just start to pump along with it. It's kind of almost like when Cardano starts to pump. For some reason, I see Dogecoin pump. For some reason, when I see Cardano pumping, Dogecoin is pumping at the same time. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed that either, but like sometimes there's like these coins that you start to say, okay, this one starts to go, all right, this one's up next, it's coming, Yeah, Kendu, yep, Kendu, Pepe, PONKE, PEIPEI. These are the ones that I think are going to do the best. I think these are going to do very well. Oh, Freeze, I said, I was just about to ask you about XYO. I think it's a solid play. I believe there are a few memes. There are sleepers as well. Yeah, XYO, it was one of the first Ethereum contract coins that I got into and kind of learned how to use crypto with and mined a coin, it was my first mined coin, essentially, because I was using the Coin app and I used an NPC little, validator to basically up the boost and boost up my rewards to be able, because on the app you farm and mine coin, and then you can transfer and swap your coin for XYO. And so I still actually have and never sold that XYO, that first like 2000 XYO that I mined is still in my Trust wallet to this day from 2021. I never sold it. So it'd be interesting. It's interesting to see what that'll be valued at when we actually hit and break all-time highs. But yeah, we actually want XYO to sponsor the channel. So shout out to XYO. I think we probably have been one of the most bullish channels channels to be bullish on XYO more than anyone else. And we've made some solid videos on it. And I don't know, they'd probably be smart to just have I could have their XYO logo just right there, and we can have a little partnership. What do you say? What do you say, XYO? What do you say? All right. Yeah, let's look at the range here, because this is what we're wanting to look at here. That nice test back up into that range, so good. And on March right here, this is why Shiba Inu looks just like this too. So I mean, like you could build such a solid bag for going into the next run. And I'm telling you, the next run is going to be the December into quarter like the last portion of quarter 4 in 2024 this year, and then January, February, March in 2025 is where we're going to start seeing some it's going to be crazy, guys. It's going to be crazy. And I really hope we're right. I hope we're right. I'm not going to say we have the damn crystal ball. We could be totally wrong. We could be making a really bad play here. But I'm weighing on more of the side that we're gonna do well. We're gonna do well. All right. So Free said, learned about you from the Moon podcast. Awesome. That's awesome. I love when people come from the Moon show and they end up coming into my live stream. So welcome. Thank you so much for the support, and I'm glad you're liking the content so far. And if you haven't already, Free, go to the Discord and make sure you are signed up on there. So then the next time we do a meetup, because we are going to try and do this as much as possible. Anytime we are going to be at a crypto conference or anything like that, we want to make sure we do some things for the community and ways for us to just get to know each other and make sure that we're actually indeed real people. And so, yeah, we had a lot of fun. It was so cool. It was almost surreal that we had this group of awesome people in Nashville during the Bitcoin conference. So yeah, make sure you guys are tuned into this channel, because we're going to through the good times, the bad times, all of this market volatility. We want to make sure that we are providing a good viewer experience and a community for you guys to come into and be a part of, and also just have you guys know about some really cool things that we're going to be doing, so then you can be a part of it as well. And we're going to be doing some cool stuff. I wish I could just tell you right now what we are involved with and what we are going to be releasing here very soon. And yeah, we're really stoked. We're really stoked. So I'm very excited. So yeah, guys, just stick with me, and you will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. All right, make sure you're following me on X at DanoCrypto904. The tickers are Bitcoin. The tickers are Bitcoin. All right, thanks, guys. I really do appreciate it. I don't know, is there anything else we need to talk about? Any pressing news? Any pressing news? Any memes we need to... Oh, I like this one. That's a good one. How do you like them Bitcoins? Where's the one that I was really bullish on? It was the Akira. This one. That's a good one. I had to make it the thumbnail. We also made a Pepe GIF of Akira. I think the narrative is clear, guys. The narrative is clear. We're gonna show you. We're gonna show you the spoils. We're gonna show you the spoils at the end, or we're gonna show you a pit of burning garbage water of doom. If not anything, it's either gonna be doom rattle into the ground of zero, or it's going to be Valhalla. It's either just pure blood, carnage, you are toast, everything's going to zero, or we're going to Valhalla. It's either one or the other. So I hope you guys are prepared. It's all or nothing. It's all or nothing, guys. Yeah, Crypto G says it's the express to the moon. Oh yeah, we didn't shill our own website. We got to shill our own website. If you guys want to go to danielcurtishughes.com, we actually have a Bitcoin trivia game that you can play, and it's really fun, and you get a reward at the end. So make sure you guys orange pill your friends by sending them to this website, and they can also get really bullish and feel the triumphant energy that Trump felt after he was rudely interrupted at his rally and said, fight, fight, fight. Get him super bullish and get him in the American spirit, getting them patriotic. And then you can also look at the tickers. If you wanted to know what my sleeper coins are, here's the sleeper coins. Some of my favorites. And then you can also see Bitcoin going to the express to the moon, Crypto G. And also see your crypto bubbles. And by the way, guys, when you go to this website, it is going to pop up and say join the mailing list. join the mailing list because we need enough emails to be able to start sending out our crypto newsletter that we are going to be sending out on Sundays at the end of the week to be able to recap everything that has happened through the week. And if you had missed it or you didn't tune into the live stream, we'd have little clips from our live stream and some coins that you can check out with some TA metrics on them and some, some key points of news and events that happen that you would want to know about in a nice, concise email and newsletter. And you'll have exclusive discounts and products and things like that that will be sent to this mailing list. So make sure you guys are signed up for that. And if you want to directly support the channel, just make sure you, I can't find the Discord link. Okay, you got to go to, I'll just post it right here. This Discord link should work. Let me make sure I don't copy this whole thing. Okay, copy. This link right here should work for the Discord. That link for sure works. But yeah, guys, if you want to directly support the channel, make sure you guys are using all the links in the description. Make sure you are using the BYBIT link, which is a brand new exchange that we have partnered with, and so we use all the exchanges that we're partnered with. We're partnered with BITFLEX, we're partnered with BYBIT. I mean, we are partnered with a lot of really awesome exchanges, and so when you use my custom referral links, you are going to get a deposit bonus, and also all the exchanges have their different style. Some are very similar, but some have a different aesthetic and feel, and you might like one more than the other. One might have a set of coins that the other one doesn't, and so I like to be able to be a little bit diversified in my exchanges and which ones I use. So all of the ones in the description are the ones that I think are the best in terms of support, in terms of being able to get your coins in and out of the exchange with no problem, and working with the people that are the managers of, say, the KOLs, and if they are very fast and responding and just work with you really well. So that is the type of exchanges and companies that I like to work for, and also promote them because, hey, I like to promote the stuff and promote the coins that I like, and also like to promote the exchanges that I like to use. So with that being said, yeah, check out all those. Check out the exchanges that I've been promoting, but also this new one, which is BYBIT, and you can click on the link that is right here. We will actually copy this link and we'll put it in put it right here. You guys can check it out. And actually, Speaking of it, they have ticker Bitcoin and they have PEIPEI on spot. They actually have a massive spot bag of coins that you can accumulate, and a pretty decent list of futures as well. But all right, guys, with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's live stream, and I'll see you. So it's Friday, so we don't stream on the weekends, but we're still going to be working. We're still going to be releasing content. We're getting a lot of things ready, and we're going to get ready for this week coming up because I think it's going to be a really bullish week, guys. We've been sideways and ranging and doing all this crap. People are they're so sick of it. They're ready for some action, man. So I think Monday is going to be very interesting, and going into the rest of this week and the rest of this month, can we close this month in the green, or at least neutral, or are we going to be closing red and then going into September to maybe push into a altcoin season? I don't know, guys, but if you stick with this channel, we're going to be watching it. We're going to give you the best analysis that we can, and yeah, I don't know. I guess that's it. It's moon time, baby. If I keep blabbing, I don't know what's going to happen. So I need to go ahead and just end this stream before it's too late. All right. Thank you guys so much. Really do appreciate you. And you guys have already doing all the things. You got the likes almost to 20 likes. If you're watching on the TV, we haven't said this in a while. If you're watching on the TV, you do the Dano Crypto cheat code, which is up, right, select, and it's the left, right, uppercut punch combo that busts you through the ceiling and into the moon, into the cryptoverse, and that is where you will reside for the rest of eternity. All right. Good night, guys. Peace. See you later.